What's going on, guys? Getting ready to call it a night. As usual, I probably should have, an hour or two ago, but you guys know how it is when you're kind of knee deep into a project and you're almost to like a stopping point that you wanted to get to. Sometimes you got to push right through, and that's kind of what happened tonight. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek at my latest little project here that I've been working on. And that is yet again another sheath, but this time one that's actually for a knife. Imagine that, a knife maker, sheath maker, making cheese for knives, right? Who would have thought? But got a little spark of inspiration maybe a couple weeks or so ago to make some paring knife sheaths. That's kind of a longer story. I don't think I'll share, at least not in this video. If you guys want to hear about it, let me know. I'll make a separate video. I mean, it's nothing, too off the wall or, mind-blowing, but suffice to say, I got inspired a short while ago to look into making some paring knife sheaths. And then got down to the point of picking, like, well, what kind of paring knife do I want to make a sheath for? And for me, there really weren't very many options. And the one at the top of the list was this Victorinox 3 1/4 inch classic paring knife. I've been using these for years. I've had and bought several of them. My biggest problem has just been, keeping track of them. It seems like no matter how many I buy, I only get about a month or two use out of them before they end up going missing. I don't know what happens to them, if they're getting thrown away by mistake or, ate by the dishwasher or somebody stealing them. I don't know, but still easily one of my go-to most favorite kitchen knives. I mean, what's not to like? These things are very inexpensive. I mean, they're only like $7 or $8 usually, maybe 12 or 15 at the most. Super lightweight, very comfortable. I mean, fits perfectly in the hand. Super thin. I mean, cuts like a laser beam. The edge lasts forever. I mean, it's just a real thin little edge, full flat ground all the way down to just a thin little edge that's easy to touch up and resharpen as needed. Nice utilitarian kind of a spear point. I mean, this just hits a 10 out of 10 for me as far as I'm concerned. And like I say, I've been buying several of these, using them for years. I mean, they're almost disposable, but if you take care of them, I mean, they'll last you forever as well. And I figured, hey, why not make a sheath for one of those? Now, granted, that being said, I'm certainly not the first maker to ever make sheaths for these. There's at least a couple of people I've seen making sheaths for them. One of them being Tom Crine, who will occasionally do a batch or a run of these, although I don't think it's a constant thing that he keeps up to date with. I think he does maybe a dozen or two like every few months or so. Certainly not trying to step on any toes, but I figured, hey, why not throw my hat in the ring, kind of put my take on it, and this is what I came up with. So just kind of show you real quick. I haven't put my maker's mark on it or anything. Still need to work out the fixturing and the tool path for that. But I have pretty much finished dialing in the split molds, so I can do it repeatedly. I've got trim jigs, drilling templates, all that all worked out already. And this is kind of the first one off the line, so to speak, minus the maker's mark and just a little bit of polishing up around the edges. But yeah, I think it came out great. I mean, no rattle at all. Perfect retention. I mean, it's not ever coming out of there accidentally, but super easy to come out. And one of the features that I kind of designed into this is I did design just a little bit of extra clearance in the blade cavity so that it's not dragging all the way in like a lot of fixed blade Kydex sheaths might be prone to do. So plenty of clearance in there, so it'll drop pretty much all the way in. And it's really just retained right there at the handle, which goes in nice and easily, effortlessly, and comes out just as easy. So what that extra clearance around the blade also helps with is keeping that edge from kind of dulling as it runs up and down that Kydex. So that's kind of a design feature there. Other thing I did, you may notice kind of a little wonky looking spacing here. There is actually a method to the madness. I decided to add a number of different spacing configurations so that this should theoretically work with just about any style of kind of tech-lock style belt clips or belt loops, molly clips, ulti clips. You know, kind of the standard spacings. I've got a 1/2 inch spacing, 1 inch, or 1.5 inches. So that's kind of your three main ones on this side. Then I've also got another 1 inch here and a 3/4 inch here. And then of course you've got your kind of standard kind of ball chain or, you know, paracord or lanyard spacing, you know, to wrap for like a neck knife or hanging through there. Or it really works just fine all by itself, you know, stick in a pocket, lunchbox, lunch bag, tool bag, glove box. I mean, this is just here to kind of protect the knife and, you know, to keep from cutting through or stabbing through things you don't want to, as well as to preserve your edge. So just a little bit of thought behind the design there, but I think the fit came out great. I mean, I love the retention. Nice little snap there. I mean, I really couldn't be happier with this. And, you know, I think it looks good too. Nice and slim, you know, not any wider than it has to be, but nice and durable like the rest of my sheaths. So, yeah, still working out some final details as far as pricing. I'm also debating on just how exactly I want to list these on the site, if I want to do just the sheath or if I want to buy a handful of these paring knives to go ahead and package along with them. Chances are I'm probably going to offer both. I know there's a lot of guys that maybe already have, you know, a handful of these knives. So I'll offer just the sheath by itself. But I think I do want to offer kind of a combo or a package deal as well with a knife and the sheath just for convenience sake. So we'll see. I'm going to see about pricing out, you know, a little handful of these knives, see what I can get them for. I'm not going to be trying to mark them up, you know, or make any money off the knives themselves. Just trying to, you know, get my money's worth out of the sheaths, you know, hardware materials and all that. As far as like lanyards or belt loops, belt clips, that sort of thing, I'm probably not going to offer anything on that end. I'll kind of let you guys source your own, you know, preferred carry methods for that. You know, basically I'm just trying to keep this as simple as possible and try to give you guys a good deal at the same time. So we'll see. Again, I'm kind of working that out. You know, I've got a pile already pressed and drilled and ready to, you know, kind of cut and trim and put together and finish out. I know my work schedule has been a little lengthy here as of lately as far as my day job. I've got a 12-hour shift here in just a few short hours in the morning, possibly another one on Monday, we'll see. So I'm hoping, you know, if I can make the time, about midweek, I'll try to finish a handful of these and try to start kind of working up a description and photos and that sort of thing to put on the website. And at which point, as usual, I'll put kind of a heads up video on the YouTube channel, letting you guys know that they're live and just what exactly is available. And we'll see. I mean, best case, I'm hoping midweek, this coming up week. Worst case, maybe the end of the week or early next week. We'll just kind of see how it goes, as well as how quickly I can source, you know, a pile of these paring knives to kind of go along with it. And then, I don't know, I'm worrying about stupid things like colors and plain versus serrated and that sort of thing. Again, I'm probably going to try to keep this as simple as I can. I may not even do a color choice. It may just be dealer's choice kind of thing. We'll see. Maybe I'll at least do a color choice. That probably won't be too hard, but I don't know. Again, still some details to work out, but so far really happy with how these are coming out. Curious what you guys think. Is this something you'd be interested in? I know I'm not the first guy to do this. Certainly probably won't be the last, but you know, this is my take on it, and I think they came out pretty nice and are going to be a pretty unique offering, you know, just in and of themselves. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching. And like always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.